We are working on our 2003 Ford Taurus. Our heater switch this morning would not go from cold to warm. It stayed cold. Then when I came home and I went to the parts store, then all of a sudden it started working again. Then partway home it didn't work again from adjusting the temperature, and it kept going cold. So we are going to change the little switch that's in there. And removing the dash, you're supposed to use these little tools right here, and they go into these two little holes right there. Haven't done this before, so we're going to see if we can figure it out. I just bought these at O'Reilly's downtown, and they just insert into these little slots. Push them in, and they're supposed to release the clamp. And let's see how that works. But there we go. It says to push them out a little bit, which then I just did that, and then it slid right out. All right. And then go ahead and disconnect your wires right there. There we go. Well, that one pushes in right there. That comes out. That pushes in right there, and that should just pop out. There we go. Most of them like this one has a little tab on the side that you push in, and then it slides that little part right there in and out, and then you can get it. But I'm trying to figure them all out, and that little white one got it. It's another little button tab you have to push in, and now it's free. And now I have to take out this little bolt right here. And this actually just kind of twists a little bit because there's a little clip right there and a clip right there. You just twist it and it comes right out. So if you pull the knob off on the front side, there we go, the knob will pop off. And we shall take out that little bolt or screw and then twist that right on out of there. All right, had to get me a little socket. It is a 3/16, but I think this is metric because it is a little bit off on the size. So we shall take that out of there. Just unscrew that little screw right there. Screw is out. All right, and then that little switch, you just twist it and out it comes. Got my package from the store. There we go right there. Okay, we'll stick that back in there. Make sure you line that hole up with the spot where the bolt goes in there. Just set that in there and turn it. Pops right in. Let's put that screw back in there to hold it in. Alright, got the screw back in there, that piece is back in there. Now we got to get all the cords plugged back in. That's the tricky part. Alright, how many do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 plugins. So anyway, that little one is going to go there, snap on. That gray one goes there, snap on. It's easy to put them back together. It's just kind of hard to take them off and get that little buttons on them pushed just right. Okay, all those are on. Guide all your wires back inside. There we go. Shove it in there and then pull your wires back out and it should release the... Okay, now it's in there. Put my little lever back on. Alright, it's that quick to put it back together. I need to get out my keys. I can start the car. After I rehook the battery, don't forget when you work on anything electronic to unhook your batteries. Car started. I can hear it switching over now. Alright, it's all back together. It is working, it's blowing hot air. It goes cold air when I turn to the cold and back to hot air. You can hear it changing back and forth. I don't know if you can hear it on this or not, but anyway, what that actuates, if you look down underneath your dash, straight down. Let's see if I can get a light on there. That little thing right there. Let's see if I can. It's kind of a bad little position right here. Get some light on there. That little device right there. This little cover goes on it. And you take out 2 little screws that I took out to take that metal cover off. And then you can see this arm right here. If you watch it, when I turn to cold, it slides down and then it moves that lever, which opens the vent that's down here on the bottom, and that lets the cold air in. And if you turn it the other way, underneath of that little device right here, there's an electric motor inside that, and when you turn that switch, it sends power to it and tells it how far to turn it each way. So if you turn it the other way, that closes back up, and then you can hear the changeover, and then it opens up the vent to the heater radiator. So then the hot air gets blown in. Anyway, that's what was not working. It was going down to the cold, but it wasn't going all the way up. And for some reason that switch just wasn't working right. Anyway, now it works. Here's what it looks like when that shield's back in place. Like I said, it's just right straight down from the control panel. You just go right straight down, and then it's right there. 2 8mm screws right there. Use an 8mm socket, take them off, or wrench, whatever. You can probably do it with a pair of pliers also. But anyway, and then that motor is encased in that little white plastic housing. And sometimes those go bad also. So that's another thing to check. That's several things that could go, because it's not a lot to it. As long as your fan is running and blowing air, then it's usually going to be something at that switch or right here, because you only got that little bit of wiring from the switch just right down to here. And with those vents opening and closing, that's going to be where your air is going to be blowing through. So usually it's something right there, unless, like I said, you don't have enough antifreeze in there, and you definitely want to make sure you check your antifreeze first. Alright, I'll have a good one.